Good morning, everybody. You've got Mary Burke, and the coffee is hot. Let's make something. It's 11 o'clock, so we're making something at 11 o'clock. As some of you can see, I have my dirty laundry here. I was going to fold my laundry, but I didn't think that would be very conducive. Ooh, spilling my coffee, too. I did not think that that would be very conducive to actually chatting with you. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. That coffee is piping hot this morning and I'm loving it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You've got Mary Burke Live. This is the account for you to follow, for you to like. But I thought I'd give you kind of a top overview, if that makes any sense, for what I'm about to do. Because this is called latch hooking. And I don't know if anybody knows what latch hooking is, but this is like a finished project of latch hooking. So I did this one myself. It's a pillow. Right? So that's the pillow that I made. Hello, India's in the house, where you can let me all know where you're from. You've never seen me live before? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am simul broadcasting on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so make sure that you follow. If you didn't know I was on those other sites, absolutely check out the links so you can get over to them. You can follow me on each and every one of them. I do post different content on each one of them depending on what I'm working on. Similar, but they will be slightly different. It's not all the same content, right? And if you're my VIPs on my fan sites, then you get all of it. You get even more content. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Now, what I want to get into today is that latch hooking. So what is hooking? Okay, so you have a little hook. Now, some of you may not know. The reason I got into this is, okay, let me start at the beginning. This is kind of what a finished project looks like. There you go. And this is how it starts out. So you can see that I've just started this project, right? Just started this project. And how I got into this is really kind of kooky. If you've been following me for a long time, then you'll know that several years ago, I had a Can-Am accident where I flipped my Can-Am. And in the process of flipping my Can-Am, I didn't dislocate my shoulder, but I kind of tore one of my shoulder muscles, and I messed up my thumb and forefinger on, because the wheel or wherever I hit or whatever it was, really kind of messed this mechanism up on my left hand. For months, I was struggling to get mobility back into it. So along comes latch hooking. It was something that I had done as a kid. Sorry, Instagram always stops scrolling for some reason. I don't know why you stop scrolling. So there we go. Let me try to change that angle. How are my puppies? My puppies are doing good. Speaking of which, okay, to digress for a moment, here is Rusty from yesterday. Yes, Rusty has the cone of shame on. He was fixed yesterday, so no baby Rusties. I'm not gonna stud him out. So, yes, so poor Rusty. Rusty is like Stella. Stella is also fixed. So he was getting a little wild and woolly, and he was also getting very mischievous and regressing in his potty training. It was time. He was starting to lift that leg. So before it got to, at that 6-month stage, it was time to get him fixed. So there you have it. So back to my latch hooking. So what we actually do with this latch hook, right? And maybe what I do is I grab my, let's grab this chair. Let's see if that works a little bit better. And that way you can really, let's see. No, it's still gonna be better here. All right, so this panel consists of 70 holes or boxes. And I gotta fill each one of the holes. It's not a punch, it's actually a latch. So the way that it would work would be, so here if I take one of these pieces, they have these pre-cut yarn, and you wrap it, I hold it with one finger on the shaft, and it has a nice metal shaft on it. Some of them are straight. I prefer this one. It's bulbous wood handle on the end. The bulbous wood handle fits nicely, cradles nicely in my palm. And then I can also kind of slide that string up and down that metal shaft right here. And it does have a hook on the end, and you'll see that this is also, the shaft is curved, right? It fits through the box better. So then I just hold it with my finger there. Make sure my latch is open because it does have a little latch that will close. All right, so it opens and closes. All right, so that's how we're gonna work it. Okay, now I need to get back here. We're gonna start on the first box. All right, and you go across the cross member on the horizontal line, not the vertical line, on the horizontal line. So it would be a little bit something like that. See how, whoops, I went too far. I took 2 boxes, only 1 box at a time. Okay, so you take it through that hook, and then you slide it up over into that little curve. So it rests so nicely there. It hits the right spot when you get there. That's the sweet spot right there. All right, and then you're gonna loop your 2 ends together so that they're even, your string is even. And then you are going to wrap it around that little hook. Not the hook, the round hook on the end. It's a little awkward because I'm showing you closer up. But you're gonna wrap it around the flexi latch. And then as you pull it down back towards that hook, the latch is gonna close in the box. And then you are going to pull and yank and pull it through. And there you have your first closed loop on that latch hook. And then it probably will take me about 15 minutes just to do 1 row. Okay, so it is rather time consuming, but what I will tell you is that if you have arthritis or if you have mobility issues in your hand, it's work. It's work to do it. And you have to use that thumb and forefinger all the time. So this helped me immensely. And even still, when I feel my hands starting to stiffen, I break out a new project and start on it because it really does help me anyways with that mobility of my thumb and forefinger from that prior accident from the Can-Am. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me. We get to hook together, right? So I just did one of the tan pieces. Now the next series is probably about 10 of them there are going to be the white strings. So I will pull out a small little batch of white and have them right here. And then I can look at you. Hello, you can let me know where you are from, how your Tuesday is going. I am going to give you the review of my Cosori, C-O-S-O-R-I, steam cook ricer from yesterday, the rice cooker. It was fabulous. It was the fluffiest, most consistent rice I had ever had. And I only put a hint of the cilantro in there, and it did carry that flavor through. Just a hint of it. It wasn't heavy. The rice, I put it for soft. That's the texture I like for the rice. So you have different, whether you want it soft, hard, or medium. And it was a white jasmine rice, and I chose to have it soft. And I would definitely give it a 5-star rating only on my first experience with it. I want to, before I get in, it has so many different functions. I think it said it had 15 different functions that I can use it for. So maybe I will try to steam some broccoli in it later today. Um, I do have a steamer basket, but it tends to not be big enough. And I like a big head of broccoli. I want to steam that whole head of broccoli, maybe sometimes 2 heads of broccoli. And when I steam those heads, um, if I have it in the other basket, they kind of overlap. I've got to chop them up, and I'm thinking that I can kind of just chop them at the base and keep that real big head in there and in these pots, and then be able to break them into smaller pieces afterwards once they're done steaming. So stay tuned for that. I will update you. So in the meantime, I'm going to take the rod, take my forefinger, just my index finger, the index forefinger, and evenly balance that string on there. Open my latch, and then we're going to place the hook through the box, pull it all the way through, at least till it rests up onto the crook or the bend in the shaft. And then you're going to wrap the string around the actual latch itself on the hook side. And as you retract or pull that hook through, the latch will close, and then you can pull it right on through. So thank you for being here and watching today. I thought today would be a fun day to do this. I had plans to show you the rice that I cooked yesterday and give you that review. However, to be honest, I ate it all. Those 2 cups of rice that I cooked, I ate it. Yes, I had a rice bowl at lunch, and then I had a light rice bowl at dinner. So yes, I consumed all of it. So there was no more sticky rice to show you. Oops. So we will have to. I will have to be a little bit better at that. So thank you for being here. You've got Mary Burke Live. The other things that this is the account for you to follow, for you to like, for you to subscribe to. Each day at 11, I'm going to bring you something different. Today was kind of a housey thing. I was either going to fold laundry for you or do some hooking. So I decided to do some hooking instead. And then latch hooking. And then tomorrow will be a fun day too, because I have one of those roll-out mat putting greens. And Wednesdays is kind of a sports and or exercise or fitness. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow to see me whacking some balls and seeing if I can get them plop them in the cup. All right. So in addition to that, I wanted to go over that still lots of fake Marys out there on each one of the platforms, so please be careful of them. I go in to check comments, and I see that there's all sorts of fake Marys that have hearted or commented back. I try to report and remove them, but you may have already been responded. So make sure that you see the seal for me, that it is me responding to you. Like on Facebook, I think I have 210,000 followers, almost 2 million followers on YouTube, and 1.2 million followers on Instagram. So just make sure that you are following the right Mary, okay? And from there, some telltale signs will be if they say, oh, text me to get private content, or message me so we can DM privately. Those are all scams. I do chat privately with my VIPs, but my VIPs have to be on my VIP fan sites. They're not associated with Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. Okay, they are. The best way to get there would be to go directly to my own website, mymaryburke.com. So somebody said about WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp, but to chat, but only once it is scheduled through my VIP page. So if my VIP site. So if you contact me through WhatsApp, I'm not going to respond to you. I'm just letting you know. I get hundreds of thousands of messages a day between all my social media platforms. So I've had to funnel that down to the fans that were willing and want to chat with me on my adult fan sites. So that is the best way for you to contact me. So, no, yes, no Mary substitutes. You got to go with the OG right here. Okay? So, make sure that you're following me here, that you go to mymaryburke.com. That's MyMaryBurke.com. And from there, it'll show you all my different social media links that are authorized by me. Because I also get, hey, are you on this site? And I saw your stuff on that site. And that's leaked stuff. And if it's leaked, it's stolen. If you watch it, you stole from me. And I'm calling you out on it. So don't steal. Go directly to the source and see it right on my own fan sites. So there you have it. You don't want to be a thief, right? Go to the source. All right. So thank you so much for being here with me. I do appreciate all of you joining me live today. You've had Mary Burke live as we've been doing some latch hooking. I just shorten it to hooking for short. Yeah. But it is called latch hooking with my metal rod, my hook, my bend in my shaft, and don't forget about the bulbous wooden handle. It is a hard wood that fits right in the palm of my hand. So, and then I wrap the string right around the shaft, open the head of it, and wrap the string around the latch and then pull it through. And then I've made a tight knot in the box. Tight knot in the box. So thank you. I do have an OF account, and that's what I'm letting you know, is that you do have to go through the appropriate channels to get there. And the best way to get there, mymaryburke.com, MyMaryBurke.com. So, and that shows you soup to nuts, all the different authorized social media platforms that I am on, from TikToks all the way up to the adult sites and everything in between. So thank you for being here with me today. As you can see, we did not get much accomplished in the 15 minutes of me hooking. I only got about a quarter of one row done. So it does take about, I'm gonna say, anywhere between, depending on the size of the project that I'm working on, anywhere from about 15 to 20 hours to complete something like this right here. So there you have it. I appreciate you all joining in with me today. Somebody asked if the sisters were real. Yes, they are real. They are the sisters, the twins, the Yabos, the Jugs, the Tatas, sweater puppies, and anything else that you want to call them. They are real. I was a professional figure skater, to which did not accommodate this size. I was much lower body fat, I guess, is the best way to put it, when I was a professional figure skater. Dense muscle, and that's probably where I get my work ethic for working out on the daily. Fast forward 35 years, kids, marriage, everything. Once I became pregnant and had my children, that's when my jugs decided to grow in. And there you have it. That is the story behind it. So again, thank you. Same time tomorrow, all right? The coffee is still hot. Same time tomorrow. Make sure that you chime in, because I will be playing with my balls. Not my balls. the golf balls. I'll be playing with golf balls tomorrow on the putting green. My own putting green that I'm gonna roll it out for you. I have a new in-home putting green to try out. So come back tomorrow, join me, and let's have some fun together. Let's make it at 11. Come back and make it at 11 with me. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, it all starts here with a follow or subscribe. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.